This is an ANHTCZUX, I believe it says there. It's a 12 volt, 4 amp pulse repair charger. It's also a pretty good AM transmitter too, as we're about to see. Hook it up to this sealed lead acid battery, and I'll plug it in. And I'll unplug it. Now I'll plug it back in. .764 on the 80 meter band. But the other bands aren't immune. Here is in the 2 meter band. Okay, I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to plug it back in. This is on 2 meter AM. Even on upper sideband you can still hear noise from it. And on another radio. Okay, the charger's unplugged. Okay, here's where the charger plugged in. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the faint pulses from the unit pulsing the battery. And now I'll unplug it again. And all you're getting now with it unplugged is a little background noise. Here's a nameplate on the back of this charger. Of course, it's plastic. It's a plastic case, no shielding. And you've got the output leads here, which I'm sure act as an antenna. It does have a short power lead here that isn't very long. If you listen on an old TS820, you can hear the pulses in the background. So, in order to quiet this thing up a little bit, maybe we can try some shielding, maybe some ferrite beads, some ferrites on the leads, I don't know. But even in the regular charge mode here, this thing is still generating. Even in the charge mode here, this thing is still generating a lot of hash. I'll unplug it now, and it goes away. And maybe it's expecting too much from these things, that they not generate all this noise. If you have any AM or sideband radios anywhere near these things, you're going to have problems. You can hear the background noise in the 20 meter band. The background noise is not even registering on the S meter. Very quiet. I'm going to use a portable radio run on batteries. I've got it on the AM broadcast band between stations, and I'm going to set it under the camera, and now I'm going to plug in this this charger, and we'll see what happens. Now the noise level, you can hear it. Okay, I put it on pulse. I'm going to try a little experiment here. Okay, I put a ferrite in the output of the charger, and I haven't noticed any change at all in the noise level generated by the battery charger. Next, I'm going to try put a ferrite in the line, the AC line of the charger. No effect. Well, as you can see, putting a ferrite, kind of crude here. I just thought I'd try a couple turns and see if I could quash the RF that's being released by this thing. It's probably being radiated from the inside of the body of this thing, so there's not much I can do, especially in the pulse mode. This is a regular charge mode. Now it says pulse. It's sending pulses which supposedly will rejuvenate a lead acid battery, but I have my doubts. I think it's probably junk science, but who knows. I guess the next thing I could try would be put some type of a filter directly in the line, but I don't think it's being radiated through the power line. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to power the radio from the AC line. I'll put it in the same position. I really didn't notice any change. I'll go back to battery. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to grab a small portable transistor radio and see, having something smaller, maybe I can get it closer to this setup and see if we can get a little more directionality. Okay, this is an old Sanyo portable AM FM radio. Let's try putting it near the battery. Okay, it's weakening over here near the ferrites on the power line. Let's see if there's any difference when I take the ferrites off. Maybe just a little. Oh, these things are noisy. I'm going to try a couple more turns. Well, it appears that the worst orientating the radio, the worst interference is right over the unit and in the output. Obviously these leads are acting like antennas. I'm gonna disconnect the battery, see what happens. Okay. I wonder what would happen if I just connected a resistive load across the terminals. I think I got one over here. This ought to put a little load on it. Decrease the resistance a little bit. Not much difference. A dipole. Well, the only thing I can conclude from this experiment is mount this in a shielded case, have a shielded output on the leads here, and shield the input, and possibly put a filter, some type of line filter. Some devices come with an IEC connector with a built-in filter. This one has a common mode choke and a couple caps to ground. That might help, but I think if you're going to use any type of radio with AM or sideband, these chargers are going to be pretty much useless. Now I have a shortwave radio upstairs in my house with a long wire on it, and if I forget to disconnect this thing and I go up and turn the radio on, I know right away I forgot to do it, because this thing being at the far north side of the house and the shortwave radio is on the south side on the second floor, it still picks up the pulses. So I guess we're stuck with these switch mode supplies. Not really a boon to ham radio and shortwave listening, that's for sure. Well, this is just a brief experiment showing what you have to contend with these switch mode supplies. And now that our houses are full of them, of course the FCC isn't going to do anything about it, so I guess we're stuck. Anyway, if you're having a lot of interference on the AM band or even the shortwave bands, look around your house and you'll probably find there's a switch mode supply somewhere that's radiating. Another thing you can do is pull the main breaker in your house while listening to a little radio like this, and you'll find out probably things get really quiet fast. And sometimes you can isolate the source by turning the breakers on one at a time and listening for, you know, the interference to come back here. But I noticed in our new place here it's a lot noisier than it was out on our farm, so obviously it's either something in this house, or we have houses a little closer to us here than we did out at the farm, so something's radiating. Anyway, good luck with your switch mode supplies and their interfering signals. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.